You might be feeling frustrated because you don't like the way things are right now. Maybe things are not what you're expecting them to be. Maybe you're just kind of bored, but your guides are kind of saying you're not appreciating what you have right in front of you. And you're still basically getting what you're trying to manifest, but this moment here is happening for a reason. So if things aren't going the way that you seem that they are, if you feel like things are delayed, just know that they're not. Things happen in divine timing, and whenever the time is right, you'll receive what you want. So Four of Cups represents the boredom or not appreciating what you have here. And the King of Pentacles, it's like the abundance that you're kind of looking for. So it's still there. It's right there. It's coming. But this moment of silence, this moment of waiting is here for a reason. And you're just not appreciating your guides working for you here. I have pre-shuffled a few cards. So the first one is Quantum Field, Source, Endless Possibilities, and Opening. So definitely this period here is meant for you to just kind of focus on yourself. Focus on any way that you can improve yourself. Focus on what you can do. Uh, stay aligned. Stay true to yourself. Heal what you need to heal if there is any. This is just the beginning step. It says opening here. It's quantum field. It's like an activation. It's just the beginning. You're not going to see all the rewards that you want. Like that happens at the end. So what this moment here is just a waiting period for you to just kind of keep striving to finish what you want to. Keep continuing your efforts. Keep doing whatever you need to. And then you have the card healing. It says restoring hope. So it's kind of like you lost hope in your guides and spirituality, in yourself. It seems like you just don't think things are going the way that they're supposed to. But, this is so far from the truth because things are the way that they're meant to be right now. And you're still getting what you want. It's just that this is the journey that you take to get that. So I think you just need to change your perspective rather than kind of gloat about like, oh, this isn't working the way that I want or things aren't going my way. So it's just a change of perspective that you need. I'm going to shuffle to get a few cards here. You got the card The Second Bloom. It says a second chance, it's never too late, and new possibilities. For people that are struggling with doing something that maybe they have in the past, this is your second chance to do it. It means to don't quit, because I think this time it'll be different for you because you've learned the lessons that you had already. If this is like a business, for example, it's saying to keep going. It's not too late. It's just a different time frame here, and things are gonna not be the same as they were in the past. But if it's something new for you, there's new possibilities. It just means to keep going. Then you got the card The Holy Grail. It says stop the endless searching, inner quest. So definitely, there's a lot here to do with you, your inner self. Four of Cups, you're kind of bored, you're not appreciating what you have. There's a card that talked about healing, and then it talks about, like not stopping and just keep going. So definitely a lot of this time here is for you to kind of heal that part of yourself because you're not seeing things from the way that they're supposed to be seen. It's kind of like you only see the negative, but not the positive, and your guides want you to change that. You got the child within. It says the inner mother, innocence, gentleness, and tenderness. You need to be more lenient with yourself. You need to be more caring with yourself. You're kind of being super hard on yourself and you're not really nurturing yourself and your inner child the way that it's supposed to be nurtured. I would focus a lot on self-care during this time. I would focus on trying to better your mental thought because I feel like that's the major block that you have right now. Uh, Focus on being a more positive person and looking at the positive in any situation, regardless of what it is. So, even for example, if you get hurt, like obviously that's not something positive, but you can see, like, oh, this is something that I should have stayed away from, and now in the future I can prevent that from happening. Or this person hurt me, and I know their true intentions now, and I'm grateful for that. So things like that is kind of how you shift that negative mindset into something positive, even if the situation is negative. And I think that's what your guides want you to do here. So this situation where maybe you're kind of bored, you're seeing it as like a negative thing, but think of it as a positive thing. So for example, starting a business, if all of a sudden you get an influx of orders and you're so busy, 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 you don't have time for yourself. Uh, you're just kind of focused on these orders and the business, and you're just kind of questioning, like, where was the time for me? And, in this moment, you could have thought that, I had that break for a reason because I was going to be so busy. And that break was there for me to learn how to take care of myself. So in this business, I can take breaks for myself and take little vacations in the future or take time off because I know when I need that for myself. So that's kind of how you change this here. I'll get one more card to close out the reading. Okay, so I cannot show the card, so I'm covering it up. But the card says the crowning. It says initiation, thresholds, birth, rebirth, and a seat at the table. So what's happening here is that you're meant to use this time to change your perspective on life and on yourself and everything that's going on. So you're finding a way to make things positive, even if they are negative, because it's an important skill that you need, but it's also a skill that will let you take care of yourself in the future. So this is a period for you to learn how to do more self-care, be more aligned with yourself, your higher self, your inner child, everything here. So be more aligned with like your mind as well, because your mind is very negative right now, and you want to switch that up into something more positive. But that is it for you. I hope this reading helped you. Please do this. Make sure to follow, like, and comment if you can. And thank you so much for watching. If you want a personalized reading, my Etsy is linked in my bio. But I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.